Dr. Sleep, the sequel to The Shining. Didn't know we needed that, but we got it.
It's the J. Craig Movie Review. Movie Review. Movie Review.
Dr. Sleep is the sequel to Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. This movie is directed by Mike Flanagan, who I'm not familiar with. I have not seen something that's called House on Haunted Hill. I'm told it's very good in more of a creepy way, which I'm kind of now excited about seeing because I really like Dr. Sleep. As much as I didn't want to see this movie, I really had I didn't think we had a need to see this movie. I didn't know the book that Stephen King wrote, so nor did I read The Shining by Stephen King. So I really didn't see the need for it, but I'm certainly glad that we got this movie because I really, really enjoyed it. Again, this was directed by Mike Flanagan, written by Mike Flanagan, I believe, and it stars Ewan McGregor as Danny, the young boy from The Shining, right? Pretty cool. This movie is more like, I believe, what Stephen King wanted the Shining to be about, more about The Shining. In the first movie, The Shining, Stanley Kubrick's The Shining, the boy, Danny, and then Smothers Crothers, I forgot his name, Scat, whatever his name is, the cook, I believe, they both have The Shining, right? They have the ability. It wasn't really about them, though, right? It was about the house, or it was about the hotel, the Overlook Hotel. That's what it was about, the spirits inside there, and it was about that. It wasn't up to Stephen King's liking because it wasn't what he wrote. It was a little different. A lot different, apparently. So this movie focuses on The Shining itself, right? So this movie really, it should be called The Shining because it deals primarily, if not entirely, of people with disability. And it's really, really cool. It's a long movie. It's 2.5 hours long, and it takes a long time to tell, or at least just to say it spans a lot of time in its storytelling. Where we see elements of the Overlook Hotel as a child. There's some recreation shots being made here, which are pretty cool. So you have a lot of span of time that you're dealing with here, and it's about Danny. It's about the little boy in The Shining, and now it's, he's in his 50s, and he is really just in bad shape. You know, he never really amounted to much. He, not that he had like a bright future or anything, but he had the special ability. He's never done anything with it, and he's just he's a drunk, and he's just traveling from place to place trying to find a place to survive, and he ends up, meeting somebody who helps him, and then there's someone else he meets who has the ability he has, even stronger. And there's this little girl, and I forgot her name in the movie, but she's fantastic in the movie, and she is the one that everyone's after in this movie. So then you have a villain, right? So you have Danny, who's going to be this new girl's friend, and then you have the bad guy, and it's Rebecca Ferguson. I love me some Rebecca Ferguson. She's beautiful, she's talented, and I love her as the villain. She is very convincing, and she's got a nice way about her. Well, hello there. She's got a group of people with disability, and they want her because she's super strong, and they're kind of dwindling. They're losing their power. The digital age has kind of sucked the special out of the Shining. And it's a cool story. It's actually a lot of stuff going on in this movie. It's not boring. I say it's a little long, and it is, but it's not boring. There's a lot of information. There's a lot of character. There's a lot of tie-ins to the Overlook Hotel. So while this is a sequel, it really doesn't feel like a sequel other than the fact that it's the same character, right? It's the same character. You're not following the same storyline at all. It deals with the Overlook Hotel because we're dealing with Danny. I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. It was creepy as hell. There's some moments that just made me shiver. There's a lot of elements of the original Shining that made me shiver when I saw it. I was probably a teenager by the time I finally saw it. And I remember just being very terrified of some of the imagery, like the 237 room with the lady in the tub. I mean, there's a lot of that in this movie, and it really freaks me out, man. So there's a lot of cool elements in this movie that I really, really enjoyed. And the cool thing is I didn't expect anything because I don't know Mike Flanagan. I love Ewan McGregor, but he's been in a lot of movies I don't like. So I really had no expectation. I didn't want to see this movie. Like, it didn't need to be made, but I'm glad it did. I'm glad it was because it's really freaking cool. It's got some good acting, some good characters, and some really cool moments that I really like. And the whole Overlook Hotel aspect will come to play. And I'm surprised as hell. So go see this movie. I think you're going to really enjoy it. And I don't know if you're going to hate it because it's nothing like The Shining or, Kubrick's. I don't know how you feel about that, but I was really surprised, and it blew me away. So thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and follow the J. Craig. See you next time.
It's the J. Craig Movie Review. You watch till the end. Thanks, like, and subscribe.